Greetings, fleshy mammals. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to be going over a Granblue Fantasy Versus Season 2 Beginner's Guide. Now, you may be wondering, why would I even bother doing a beginner's guide when the game's been out for so long? Well, that is because Season 2 just launched and there's a lot of new players that are just now hopping into the game, so I figured I might as well try and help you guys out just a little bit. So once again, this is going to be a beginner's guide. This is everything you're going to need to know if you are a beginner. So, yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so starting things off with the basics, we have 4 main buttons and 2 side buttons. I'm going to go over what every single one of them do. So the first one, of course, L, that is your light attack, M is your medium attack, and H is your heavy attack. But each of those actually are 2 different inputs. See, right here we have far light, far medium, and far heavy. But if we're close, we have close light, close medium, and close heavy. Now there's one other button that I didn't go over just then, and that is the U. That is your unique button. Every single character has a different unique attack. For Belial in particular, his is a parry. However, your unique attack will actually change depending on whether or not you are in the air or crouching. For every character in the game, your unique attack is going to be a sweep if you are crouching. Hey, Future Casual here. I just realized that I didn't actually go over the low attacks for each button, so let's go through that really quick while we're talking about the sweeps. So basically every character has also low attacks that they can use for each of their buttons. So of course we got the down light. For a lot of characters, down light is actually a low. But for Belial, his down medium is a low, and generally for most characters, down heavy is your go-to anti-air button as well, though this also varies from character to character. So, yeah, most of the time you're gonna treat your down heavy like you treat your down heavy in Dragon Ball FighterZ. So, yeah. Enjoy the rest of the video, guys. And for Belial in particular, his is a stomp, but I'm pretty sure most characters have somewhat of like a slash or a different kind of air-to-air attack. A lot of the time I will find myself, when I'm playing Catalina, I will use my unique attack when I'm trying to do a cross-up or jump-in. But, yeah, overall, every single character is completely different, so I'm going to go over the jumping attacks for Belial right here. This one here, his jumping light, his neutral jump light, I would say this one is better if you're going to do a neutral jump. And if you're trying to go for a jump-in, I would recommend doing heavy. So jump in heavy. I feel like that one is very, very good for jumping in. And if you're going to air someone, do jumping medium. Of course, this depends on what character you are playing. But yeah, now let's go into the other buttons. Now these are your side buttons. The first one I'm going to go over, this is the guard button. Now if this is pretty different. Not a lot of fighting games will allow you to block both directions with no button, but also have a guard button. But the guard button in this game is actually pretty unique, as it allows you to do a spot dodge and a forward roll. Now, forward rolls are overall very good for getting around projectiles, and spot dodging can be very useful to dodge attacks that you see coming, such as jumping attacks. When you are in the corner, a lot of the time people will try and get you with a jumping attack, and you can literally just get up and spot dodge, and you'll be able to counterattack them for it. But, yeah, overall, that's pretty much what this button does. Also, when you are using the guard button, you don't have to worry about which direction to guard. So if someone's trying to cross you up, you can literally just hold the guard button, and you'll just block whichever side they attack from. It really doesn't matter. So, overall, if you are a new player, you can use either the down, back, or whichever direction to guard against attacks. However, you also have the option of using the guard button to defend yourself. Alright, so there are actually 2 more buttons to talk about here. We have the grab button, which is light and unique together, and then we have the overhead button, which is medium and heavy together. These are 2 things that you can either map to specific buttons on your controller, or you can just press light and unique and medium and heavy to do them. Now, for some characters, the overhead will actually combo like that. And the grab is not great in my opinion. It's not the best. Generally, what you're going to want to be doing with the grab is countering spot dodges and forward rolls, and as well as stuff like this. If someone uses like a parry or some sort of like armored unique attack, you can use the grab and you'll break it. Those are the only real reasons to use grab, aside from maybe Oki, but that's another topic for another time. Alright, so moving on to the final button, that is the ability button. Now this one, the reason why I saved this one for last is because it's a completely different topic. Now, as it is a standard button, it's actually all of your abilities. So as you can see up top by the health bar, you have your abilities. The one that doesn't have a direction attached to it is going to be your base ability button. When you just hit the ability button, it will throw out your projectile or whatever is in that slot. That is your first ability. Now, if you do forward ability, that will give you Belial's DP. Now, you can actually change the strength by literally just doing... So we're going to do this with the fireball first, and we'll go over with the DP. You can go ability and medium, and he will now do the medium version of his fireball. And if you do ability plus heavy, that will do the heavy version of his fireball. It's the same concept with literally every other attack. You do ability plus direction plus heavy, medium, or light, and it'll do that variation of the move. There is another way that you can do this that actually stops you from having such a long cooldown. So as you can see, let me just do the DP, the light version of the DP with the ability button. Notice how I got a pretty long cooldown for that ability. Well, if I do forward, quarter circle, forward to do the basic motion, the standard motion for the DP, notice how my DP is pretty much back instantly. It is back as soon as I am done. That is the difference between using ability buttons and the standard input. So if you are new and you're not very good with these types of inputs, I do recommend training to get these inputs down, because notice how fast my fireball comes out as well. Literally everything comes out super, super fast, or is ready faster, as I should say, actually. So the cooldown is just faster when you use the standard inputs. If you are new and you don't know how to do them, then I do recommend just, using the ability buttons, as it's not a giant downside, though it might cost you in the long run. So I do recommend training up your ability to use the basic inputs. Belial's actually kind of unique in this, as he actually has a half circle forward motion for his down ability. So if you are not good at doing those types of inputs, maybe a half circle forward motion, you can just use the ability. Overall, this move isn't that great as a whole, so using the ability isn't going to really cost you all that much. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the ability button. Now let's go over basic combo structure. Alright, so for combo structure, this is pretty simple, not that hard to do. Every single character has basic auto combos that they can do, with either light, medium, or heavy. So you can do your auto combos for it, or you can even do something such as this. Something like that will get the job done. That's more of a manual combo than a basic combo, but we can get into that later. So generally what you want to do is you want to do auto into ability. Now generally this is going to be your heavy ability. So you're going to want to do, for Belial in particular, so this is different per character, so just to let you know, this isn't for every single character. Mid-screen combos vary heavily between the cast, so just letting you know. So for Belial in particular, we do this, and then we do that, and then we might be able to get something there if we're close enough to the corner, but of course we're not close enough, so the far heavy will not hit in that instance in the corner. However, we actually mix things up. Instead of doing our fireball first, we actually end up doing our grab first. So we do something like this. So that was into our super. So yeah, combo structure basically goes like this. So in this case, we're just gonna do it in the corner. So it'll go auto, launcher, linker, and then ender. So the general gist of what you're going to be doing, whether it be in the mid screen or in the corner, it's going to be hit confirm, launch, link, ender. So I'll show you guys again what that looks like. So right here, hit confirm, launcher, link, ender. So that's the general gist of what you're going to be going for when you're trying to build a combo in this game. So once again, hit confirm, launcher, linker, ender. So yeah, overall this is generally what you're going to be wanting to do. So you can do something like that. And that'll work out. So we do stomp like that and just, you know, pretty basic stuff, right? So overall, this game isn't hard to play. Overall, it's generally not. Now, one more thing to note is the Skybound Art and the Super Skybound Art, I think it's called. So basically what you're going to want to do, if you're going to be using the easy input, you're going to be using ability plus heavy, like that, and that will be your Skybound Art. Obviously, it didn't do a lot of damage because I am not close enough for it, but right here, boom, that's my Skybound Art. That's quarter circle forward, ability and heavy at the same time. And then for your Super Skybound Art, when your health is at 30%, so let me just bring that down really quick. So like that, when your health is at 30%, your bar will turn blue, and if you have 100%, you can do your Super Skybound Art, which will be the easy input for this will be quarter circle forward, ability plus U, and that will be your Super Skybound Art. However, the standard input for these moves are actually double quarter circle forward, and then heavy or unique. So first off, we'll do double quarter circle forward, heavy, boom, that is our Skybound Art. And then double quarter circle forward, and then unique will be our Super Skybound Art. Now, once again, you can only do your Super Skybound Art when your health bar is blue. So generally, your health bar will go from green, and then when it turns blue, when you see how the whole health bar for both sides right now is blue because I have that activated. But if your health bar is blue, you have access to your Super Skybound Art. So that's how you know that you have it. Literally, if your health bar is blue, you can use it. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, remember to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. It's been Casual.